Oops. Let's see. Nice, okay. Mateo, welcome to the live stream. What's up? Let's wait for a couple more people to show up before we start. Hope you enjoyed your break from us. Yeah, I unfortunately I just couldn't live stream yesterday. There was literally no time. I had zero time. Man, I can't believe Dogelon is about to break the low. I mean, is it? Like, wow. Is it actually going to go back down to 28 million? I don't think so. I don't think so. But we'll see. Let me close the door. Hey, I gotta close this a little bit, okay? Let's see if that helped. Let's see if that helped. Yeah, I think that helped. Nice. Oliver Marks, Oliver and Company. Oops. I accidentally hit my scanner. Good evening, Meow and Company. What's up, Oliver? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to your daily Bitcoin live stream, where most likely we are going down. I guess I can start making update videos until people show up. Let's see. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Start making update videos. Taking a look at Bitcoin BTC on the live stream. So looking back, we got stuck at the 382 at $95,245 resistance, which did coincide with the 100-day moving average at 95.9. And now we're coming back and we are retesting 91.3 as support again, which does validate this theory of us forming a bear flag until we get that big capitulation that breaks us through 83,000 and 70,000 on the next level down. So one thing I wanted to show you is that on the weekly, we did come back up to the middle of this channel and to the middle of the Gaussian channel, and we got rejected, which did coincide with a lot of area of resistance. So now we're printing red, and we are going to go back down and retest this area as support at 83 to 91. Keep in mind that 175 days out, which is typically the amount of time that we do get chopped when we do break into the channel on the weekly, is in May. So, whether we could, I don't think we're going to capitulate just yet. I do think we are still going to get some chop in between 83.6 and 95 before we break down. But then again, that's just a theory. We could break down tomorrow, or we could break out, and 103.918 would be the next target on the upside to break through, to invalidate this entire chart and what has happened every single time. And then we can basically call it a super cycle. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I hope this all made sense. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. What's up, Fernando? Dogelon Mars to the moon. What's up, Big Island Kid? Dogelon Mars to the moon. We're still in the waiting room for Dogelon, unfortunately. Yeah, we're still in the waiting room. Taking a look at Dogelon Mars on the live stream. So we are breaking down. So again, the next area of support for Dogelon Mars is 704. So I don't want to just keep making videos when we're going up, which we haven't been since January of 2025, so over a year. Now we have resistance at 7091 and 6013, meaning that we could get some sort of retracement and a protection bounce to protect us from going any lower, if in case we do get a Bitcoin capitulation. But if we don't get that, and if Bitcoin does go down, then the downside targets become very real and valid, which as of right now, the first one is 704. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Damn. Can you look at virtual? We are cooked. Yeah, so for virtual, you're just in this downtrend. You got rejected at $1.07. So bullish over $1.07, bearish over 74 cents. If you break 74 cents, you're probably going to get a bigger capitulation down, which at that point we'll look at this downtrend and see where the next major resistance is. But in order to invalidate that, you need to break $1.95, invalidate this downtrend, use this downtrend as support probably, and then get that next breakout. So nothing new to note on virtual. Can you take a look at midnight? Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to look at here. Yeah, there's really nothing to look at here. So I guess, I mean, it's such a new coin. Yeah, you broke critical support. You came back up to retest it. So I would say the next major area of support for midnight is going to be around 3 cents 30 to 4 cents 50. In order to invalidate this downtrend, you do need to get back over 6 cents 30, and then from there, yeah, from there 7 cents and 8 cents 70 will invalidate this. But keep in mind that's also resistance, and it still validates this downtrend that we've been forming. So it has a lot of area resistance to break for midnight. Now, it's such a new coin. It just came out in December, so I don't know where it's going to go. Maybe it's getting listed on more and more exchanges, and that's going to increase buying pressure or selling pressure. I'm not really too sure, but just be careful with this, obviously. Mateo says, thanks, man. I'm up 70% on USOR. I have to thank that Trill guy that's always in here and talking about it. My one gamble of the year. Let's go. Fernando says, can you look at PAL? Is that a gamble coin? PAL. Oh, is it this? Yeah, you had a big capitulation. I'm assuming this is the coin because I have this chart for you. So, I mean, you broke every single area of resistance, unfortunately. So, just keep in mind, on the macro time frame, you already came back up to resistance and retested this area of resistance between 3 cents to 6 cents. The only thing you have going for you right now is as long as the price consolidates. Ooh, that was a nice car. That was a nice Lambo. As long as you consolidate in this area, then once we do turn bullish again and once you cool off on the RSI, then you're looking at the next move up. 16 cents would be in play. However, if we do break 3 cents 17, then this is just nothing but a retracement. You're going to come back down and retest this low for either consolidation before another breakout attempt, or consolidation and then breaking down and making new lows. Not financial advice, just my opinion. The True Chill, welcome to the live stream. That guy was just talking about you. He's up 70% on USOR. Thank you so much for the 99 cents, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the bean. Damn. Ugh. Chill, thanks for putting me on USOR. I'm here. I was making coffee. Ooh, coffee at this time of the night? Good, he's up on USCR. And good, he's up on USCR. I'm up on USOR. It's Dex School Trust Wallet. I got into a coin called Roll last night. It's OM base. Put $100 on it. Last night it's up. Nice, man. Good luck. Yeah, USCR. Let's take a look at this for you. Yeah, so for USCR, you broke the 236382, and you came back down and you retested this 618 as support. So what did we say? You break this area, the next landing pad is 2097 to around 1 cent 40. So you already tagged 1 cent 40. If you don't get a retracement here, and if you just get if you don't get a breakout here, then it's just going to be a retracement. You're probably going to make a lower high, come back down and retest 2097 and validate this big downtrend. So, but we already talked about this, so you already know. We've been talking about that every single live stream. So. Man. What happened? Everything just got smacked down. Yeah, Kronos is done. When they unlocked their coins that they burned, it just killed the coin in my opinion. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Pushing it out to 2030. Price is probably going to be like 1 penny. Price is probably going to be 1 penny by then. Beara been doing well finally. It was in a downtrend for a while. Oh yeah, Beara chain, right? Yeah, this is one of the coins that came out on Coinbase. Yeah, I'll make a video on this. Taking a look at Beara chain on the live stream. So just be careful with Beara chain. As of right now, from the high to the low, it looks like you already came back up and retested the 236 as resistance. Just keep in mind that's exactly what happened last time we bottomed. You came down, you retested the 23632 resistance. You didn't break out. You made a lower low, and you could actually pull it all the way back here, and you could say the same thing. You came back up here, resistance, didn't break out, got smacked back down. So I'm not saying it's the same, that the same thing's going to happen necessarily, but just be careful. This is resistance at 106 to 160. A breakout from here should invalidate this downtrend we're forming. Here, I'll actually draw it. This downtrend we're forming, and you should get a breakout to $3.15. And at that point, we'll have to just look at the targets and see if it's going to continue. But on the downside, you could still theoretically come back up to this area, which you already did, get stuck, come back down. At that point, you need to consolidate over this low. If you don't, you're just in this death spiral. So hopefully eventually you break out of it. And hopefully this is the breakout. So none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated. And thank you so much for your support. Matthew Dropco, we got the Mog Whale in the house. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's good, Matthew Dropco. God's Rare Creation, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope Aventus is not going down for you, because I know you're a huge Aventus whale. Yeah, so Aventus, okay, luckily you got a breakdown, but you never broke down this previous low. So I'll make an update video for you, man. Taking a look at Aventus on the live stream. So nothing has happened from our last update video. As of right now, you really need consolidation and price action to stay over 73 cents. Okay. It is very bearish. You're under basically all the moving averages, but the moving averages are flattening out, which does signify that there is a big move coming. I'm just hoping that it's to the upside. And if it is to the upside, keep in mind you have resistance at $1.45 to $2.16. You could still come back up here like you've done in the past, get stuck, make a lower high, and break down. And at that point, 73 cents is still valid support. That breaks, obviously you're going to break down, make a lower low, and validate this downtrend. So I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. There you go, man. AVT to the moon. You went to bed at 3 a.m. and work at... Oh, okay. And then now you're drinking... So you're like a night owl. Okay. And you ordered Freddy's. Look up Rollman. It just came out. It's at 15 cents. Oh, wow. Rolex. Oh, this is a new coin. I'll take a look at it for you. Bardazan, welcome. I hope... What's Caspa doing? Yeah, it's holding up pretty well, actually. Hopefully you don't break down, but it's holding up pretty well. Caspa is holding up pretty well. Thank you so much for the membership. 83K. That would, I mean, we'll see. If it's a super cycle, then it's going up. Matthew Jopko says, I'm okay. Ohio is freezing. Yeah, man, I can't do the cold weather. Roll cooling off now. Good. Good thing I didn't put any more in yet. Well, yeah, we'll look at the areas of support for you, like we did with USCR, so that you at least have that information. Like, oh, hey, here's support. Here is a good area where I should buy in, right? So I'll look at that for you. Matthew Dropco says, who's the actual Mogwell that comes by? Dude, that guy has like $1 million. I don't know. I probably won't get to be like that. He has so much Mog. How's Mog doing? Hey, God's Rare Creation 1. Just remember, Aventus, very small market cap, a lot of upside potential, okay? And then let me look at Roll, actually, see if it's on here. Damn, it's only on... Damn, it's not on here yet, huh? No, it's not on here. Okay, well, I'll just take a look at this for you on the hourly. So, I mean, obviously, take it with a grain of salt. It's on the hourly. Yeah, you're actually... I mean, yeah, you had a pullback, but you're actually using this as support. So this is pretty bullish, right? If it stays over 12 cents, it is going to continue up. And I don't know how high it's going to go because there's no price history. You could just go to like $1 or whatever. I mean, it's a small market cap. But if it does break this area of support, then the next major area of support for Rolex or Roll and then Rolex, your coin, is going to be between 7 cents 90 and 9 cents 49. Okay, so that would be the next area. Whether it stops at 9 cents 40 or whether it's a deeper correction all the way down to 7 cents 90, this is just the next area of support. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. 83K isn't the bear market bottom, just macro retest, I think. Yeah, I don't think it's the bear market low either. I think bear market low is like 30 to 40K, like 20 to 40K. Actually, I know a lot of people give me crap for it, but I think once we're in the bear market, a lot of people are going to underestimate it. And I've sat through 2 bear markets in my life. No, 3 bear. 1, 2. Okay, yeah. So I'm going on my sitting on my 3rd bear market, man. A lot of people underestimate how low Bitcoin can go, and I'm not gonna underestimate it. It's cold here in Kansas City, Missouri. Cool, I appreciate that. I seen 18 cents was resistance. Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, I mean that's like the first. Looking back, that's probably gonna line up with like support. So you're probably gonna get something like this if that's the case. And this is just like, dude, again, this coin just came out, so I don't know, but like, let's just say, yeah, let's just say 21 cents, right? And let's just say you hit 21 cents. We're going to be doing the same thing. We're saying, hey, we're tracing it to the 23632 as support. I am willing to bet that that does coincide. See how it coincides with support? See how that literally coincides with 1819, which is this previous high. So yeah, it is it's just really new. So we'll just have to wait and see where it goes. But good for you, man. That's another good coin. So that is another good coin. Hold on, let me get my water really quick. Dude, where's this guy? Why isn't he live streaming? Oh, 25. I see you just posted another video 25 minutes ago.
Okay, Richardson, give me the tree. The holidays are done.
No way they're done.
Good evening
Like, imagine.
to the Dogecoin Moon Boys and the Dogecoin Moon.
That's a dumb question. I'm just bored. What am I gonna say? OXC to the moon. He's not gonna answer. Why haven't you been live? When has he ever answered that question? Just double Dogecoin videos though. I mean, how's Dogecoin doing actually? That's fair. Yeah, nothing. It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. I don't know. Let's see. But you check altcoins before you put in. That's good. At least you don't. At least you do your research. Aloe, I really come in here and hear Vision's voice shaking my head. Yeah, why isn't he live streaming? Well, I feel like I should join the Discord just to see why he's not live streaming, or so I can like write in the Discord like, I don't know. Too much energy. It's not like he's actually gonna answer. Well, I haven't been live streaming because because I have a flat tire. I don't know. It has to be fully diluted, and it has to be fully diluted and not a honeypot or mintable. Yeah, but X-Roll isn't fully diluted. This is only 24 million diluted, and the fully diluted is 156. But I mean, it's still a relatively low market cap, so it's not. It's only 156 million, so it's not like these other coins that come out with like, it comes out as 100 million, and then the more fully diluted, it's like 10 billion. So, it's not too crazy. Probably taking his biannual break. Nah, fool. He's not allowed to take a break, man. The grind needs to keep going. He needs to keep grinding. He gives me hope to get to 100,000 subscribers. He's the hope. He gives me hope. If he can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. Except with Dogelon. I think he's the only one that made it with Dogelon. Ugh. Yo, that's so bad. It's okay. Aloe says he was planning on streaming, but it started snowing, so he stopped. No, that's the perfect time to stream, when it's snowing. Unless he like lives outside. Unless he doesn't have a roof. Wait, how's the food channel? Is he still doing that? Oh man, no, 3 weeks ago. Damn. 564 subs though, that's pretty good. If I can do it, you can do it. Exactly. Anyone can do anything. Robert says SHX, Stronghold. You want me to look at Stronghold? What is that doing? It's not doing anything. At least it's holding up pretty well. Yeah, I mean, you already came back up to resistance and retested 1 cent to 1 cent 20. So you need to break this area of resistance. Otherwise, it's just a retracement and it's not going to be any sort of continuation. So just be careful with this. You do need a continuation, and at least getting back over 1 cent should put you over the macro 236 as of right now, because technically you made all-time highs back in August of 2025. Abolisher. Hey, can you do a quick analysis on Gastown Solana? It went from 40 million market cap to 800K. Oh my god, and you're putting money in? Bro, I would like run the other way, but I'll take a look at it for you. Any price prediction on where you think it can go? Yeah, I think it can go to 0, but I'm just joking. Here, let me check for you. I mean, obviously you're gambling, so let's see. Gastown. Yeah, oh my god, man. Like, this was like... That's crazy. Yeah, that's not good. Just one candlestick in one day, and like if you put in $1,000, you're sitting on $90. So I mean, this thing had a massive move though. Yeah, I mean, this thing had a monster move. And you're still up like 200%. You said where I think it can go. I mean, okay. I think it can go to 202 to 2039 for a dead cat bounce. So theoretically, you get a big sell-off like this, you're oversold on all the indicators. So you're looking at around 147 to around 350% pump and a little bit more. Yeah, and the next level would be 1 cent 12. So playing it a little bit more aggressively, that's around a 12x. But I would say you're probably, you could probably get some sort of dead cat bounce to 202 to 2039 and secure like 140 to 350%. And if you want to risk it for the biscuit, then you could have a 618 retracement and get a 12x from the current price. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. Be careful. Obviously, it's really crazy for a coin to have 40 million go down to 800,000. So just be careful with that. Look at the stock RSI. It's had 0 on the monthly and the daily and the weekly. I bought at the dip. Yeah, so you're looking for some sort of like, I'm assuming you're gambling. So maybe it does a 10x for you, and even a 10x is going to put the market cap back up to $8 million. So that's not impossible. But that's if the selling comes in. I mean, what do you know what caused this it's a 91% candle. Like that's not normal. So did a big whale just sell or something? Is that what happened? If you know what happened, then that should make you feel a little bit better about buying it. Like if one person ended up selling, then fine, it doesn't matter, because if enough selling pressure comes in, then that guy's out of luck, and the price is going to probably go back up to where he sold it at. But if it's like something that we don't know, then that's definitely like, I would definitely not put any money into this coin. But that white whale scam fell off the table. What white whale scam? I didn't put in much. 20 to 30 3 cents real quick. Let's see. White whale. Oh, wow. Yeah, minus 67% on the week. But I mean, it's up 500% on the month. So what's up, Shadow Frost? Welcome to the halfway mark of the live stream. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Shadow Frost, you always come by. I hope you make it, man. I hope we all make it. I think the creator sold his shares. So what does that mean? Is he out? Like, so what is it just a meme coin then? So it's just a meme coin? Yeah, I mean, the entire market's so diluted with coins now. There are just so many coins. Yeah, like how do I see how many coins there are? Yeah, like those are just tracked too. Let's see. Damn, they had it super nice. They had it actually on here, but I guess they don't. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at this. There are 30 million cryptos now. In the last year, just in the last year, they've minted 20 million cryptocurrencies. Sorry, more than that. It's 7 to 30. So they've printed 23 million crypto coins. So I don't know if this one's necessarily gonna make it. So just be careful. But you said you didn't put that much money in it anyway, so you should be fine. Do you think crypto is dead? No, I don't think crypto is dead. Hey, what's up? You wanna come over here? What's up? Hey. What's up? Oh my gosh. Of course, my cat's like, give me attention. Give me attention. Hold on. Hey. $23 million coins. Wow. What a joke. Not sure how crypto can pump that much and then dump 90% in one candle. Yeah. At least you're lucky that excuse me, at least you're lucky that it didn't just go straight down to zero. I mean, it's still I mean, if you bought back in January 10th, I mean, you're still up like 200x. But I guarantee the distribution on this is absolutely horrible. Like if I were to look at the top 10 holders on this coin, it would probably be like 90% hold. Let me see if it's actually on here. Gastown. It is. Let's see. It's not on here. You have to dig for it. Ugh. Yeah, like who's this guy? Anyway. Those are just the ones that are tracked on CoinMarketCap too. Yeah, exactly. Imagine how many like aren't even. Imagine how many coins there are that aren't on here. That's crazy. Yeah, do you see why like I'm only buying Bitcoin? Do you see why I'm shifting the channel to say that, oh, I'm a Bitcoin maxi, I'm only buying Bitcoin? Because we know that every single time this goes up. So at least I can make some money. It's not going to be like hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's going to be like tens of thousands of dollars. But still, I'll take that. I'll take that guarantee. Numeraire crypto, please. I haven't looked at NMR in like 2 years. What is it doing? Is it under $10? Wow, it is under 10. It's still under $10. Oh my gosh. Yo, this coin's absolutely doing nothing. Yeah, there's really nothing to look at here, man. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's always just been $10. Unfortunately, you can't break out over $10 and $30. So there's nothing to look at. Your first target on the upside is $10 and then it's $30 and that's it. GT says, delete that. GT says, I'm keep saying if we don't get a major alt run this space, we're cooked. I mean, I feel like we're already cooked. The only hopium that we have is if we're in some sort of super cycle or if we get Bitcoin consolidation sideways while dominance drops and Ethereum price increase. Then we could get rotation to smaller caps. But if Bitcoin goes down, dominance drops, it's taking everything down with it. So Partizan says Caspa. Oh, I gotta take a look at Caspa. Caspa is also not doing anything though. You're just consolidating right now. Yeah. So Caspa is still consolidating in bearish territory. It is bearish under 5 cents 40, but as long as you consolidate and establish a base and hopefully keep the price over. What are you eating? Hey. Keep the price over at 3 cents 60. Then once we turn bullish, you need to break this area, but that already happened and you got rejected and price couldn't break this area of resistance. So I don't know how many more times you're going to come up and get stuck before you break down, make the next lower low. So really need to break this area of resistance for a follow through. I see why you're only buying Bitcoin. Yeah, and I don't even have that many. I have 0.002. And if you guys follow me, not follow me like do what I do, but like all you guys have your coins, right? That's why you're in here asking. And anyone new comes in or whatever, for you guys that like watch the actual videos and watch the live streams, that's why first of all, that's why I'm only buying Bitcoin, because I got screwed on alt season. Now, whether we still get one or not, it's I hope we do, because it'll be good either way. But the next 0.002 BTC I'm buying is 70,000. And then my goal is during the bear market, when we start getting those nasty moves down, is just to start putting in, like, obviously more, because that's only $140. I'm talking about I want to use the most amount of money at the lowest amount of price. So obviously once we start breaking 70 under there, I'll feel more comfortable to say, okay, well, I'm going to probably buy like $500 now. And if we go to 20, 30, 40K, then I'll be like, oh, I'm going to put in like $1,000 now. Because I know that regardless, when I do that, we're going to come back up. At least we're going to come back up to the previous high, because it's done that every single cycle before. So yeah, sure. Like I'll put it, let's just say I dollar cost average 10 grand during the bear market. And let's just say it goes back up to its all-time high and I make like $5,000. Let's just say 30%. Wait, is that, no, 50%. I'll be happy with that. Right? Like, let's just say my dollar cost becomes like 40 grand and it goes back up. Actually, that's a little bit more. That would be like 20 grand. But still, I'll take that. I'll take 5 grand. Like, thank you, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the safest. Overcooked. I'm starting to short XMR. Oh, you're starting to short Monero. This guy's shorting XMR. What a good time to start shorting the market. Yeah, I mean, just keep in mind with XMR, as long as we're over at 370, 367 and 496, then you're looking at the continuation for 14 to 28. Once you break this area of resistance, you're cooked. So this is going to validate how much money you make on your shorts. So I hope you make it though. Mateo says Keep Network. Keep hasn't been doing anything since 2020, but yeah, this hasn't been doing anything since. Oh, what is this? Oh, I guess it finally did something. Is this getting delisted though? Yeah, it's off of Coinbase. Do you guys remember when they listed this on Coinbase? I remember when this came out on Coinbase. Yeah, there's no point of looking at it. It's big. It literally got delisted on every single exchange. So I've been gambling with Solana meme coins. Yo, good luck. It's a casino in there, man. Just good luck. If you make money, get out. I'm biased. I'm in also only buying BT. I am biased as I'm also only buying Bitcoin. Nice. At least I know that we'll at least make some money. It's not going to be a lot, but it's going to definitely be making money, as opposed to holding altcoins the entire way down and then losing money the entire way up. How does that make sense? I'll start buying BTC at 50K. That's a good point. That's a good amount. Caspa is still up 200% on Bitcoin since Bitcoin bear market lows in December 2020. I guess let's see. Yeah, but it is still losing value. It is still losing value relative to Bitcoin. So you were better off basically buying Bitcoin back here, if that's the right chart. Don't worry, look at this chart. You're gonna laugh at this chart. Oh, sorry. Look at this. This was my coin. Just a bottomless pit. It's just going to go to zero. Litecoin hit your target at $65. I guess it only went to $66. Oh, yeah. It didn't hit $60 though. But yeah, we called it. It hit, yeah, it didn't quite go down there. Yeah. I mean, as long as the price is under $71, then at some point you are going to come down and retest this area of support. So I'm actually surprised like that's crazy that Litecoin went down that low. If I had a lot of money, I would start a position right now in Litecoin. I think this is like the safest play. But also, if I had a lot of money and if I wasn't impatient, like meaning that I'm going to buy this and I'm just going to hold it, I would buy. But I'm not doing that. So I would maybe get into a trade. It really does feel like a casino. I made $300 yesterday from $30. Oh my God, man. That's good though. It has the right chart, but the chart only goes back. Yeah, that's right. You're right. It wasn't the full chart. That's why I was like, wait a minute. No, it only went down because it didn't have the data before that. What is your outlook for how long you plan to hold your Bitcoin? Short term, less than 5. Oh, it's gonna be. No, I'm selling it in the bull market, and then my plan is to snowball it. So I am using the 4-year cycle, and I'm going to be trading my way, but it's going to be very like slow because I'm like 99% sure that I can do it. It's like I didn't do it with my other plans. Unfortunately, I didn't turn 10K into $1 million like I wanted to. So, and it's getting to a point where I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll just play it the long game, which is unfortunate because man, it would be nice to just have a mill tomorrow, but yeah, so it's definitely gonna be 4-year trades. It's gonna be dollar cost averaging down during the bear market, which I'm not even gonna go into it because you got to watch the Bitcoin videos. But we're only 175 days out from November where we are going to be in for some sort of big capitulation. And then from there, we're going to have to redraw this entire chart. And then I'll show you guys my next buy price. So my buy price right now is 70,000, blah, blah, blah. And then when we turn bullish again, that's when, like, I'll show you guys my selling prices because I'm going to be again trying to trade my way up using Bitcoin to get to make money, and it's gonna take a very long time because yeah, I'm playing it very conservatively, and I think I think I can do it like that. So I just had to pivot, unfortunately, and fortunately, but it is what it is. Litecoin is up 10% in that same time period. My TA says Ethereum to $4,000 soon. You mean 3,800? You must be very confident if you put a lot of money into Litecoin right now. Well, I mean, I just don't think Litecoin's going to zero. Maybe some, yeah, exactly. It could go down a little bit more, but I do think in the long run, you're still in a 10-year uptrend for Litecoin. That's why I said if I had a lot of money and if I was like, all right, whatever, I would buy Litecoin right now because even if it does go down, you're in a 10-year uptrend. Like you're getting it in very cheap right now. You're getting it at critical support and macro resistance at the 236. So you would have to hold it, but that's the thing. I'd rather just buy Bitcoin because I'm going to do the trading, which is what I just explained. For example, why are you buying Bitcoin for $100? You need millions to buy Bitcoin to make good money. Yeah, so you don't understand what we're talking. Oh, is this guy a troll? Oh, I love this, dude. This guy's about to get muted. Hey, any last words? Oh, this guy's a troll, dude. Whatever. Who? Who's that? Who said what? Oh, I guess he got banned. Let's see. My plan is to DCA Bitcoin for the next 10 years minimum and use the power of compounding. Yeah, but I don't think you can stake Bitcoin. See, the thing with Ethereum, which is good, is you can actually stake it, but you can't stake Bitcoin, unfortunately. Now, is there a place? I might be wrong. I mean, they might have added Bitcoin staking, but is there a place where you can actually, yeah, you can actually stake it? Why don't you just mine it at that point? I hope Quantum wrecks everything. Damn the gains I made. BCH has had relatively the same gains as BTC in that time frame. Did NMR go below its 2022-2023 bear markets? What would happen if Bitcoin alone reached the maximum shares total crypto market capitalization? You can stake BTC on Bluefin, 9% APY. That's pretty good. I may get a miner. To answer the guy about NMR, you actually had a giant candle to $4. You remember that October candle? You did not hit the 2018 lows, but you did break the 2022. You did break the 2022 lows. You technically broke it without this also back in April of 2025. So yeah, you did break down. Demon says XCN. What's up, Demon? Welcome to the end of the live stream. So XTN, like we said, if you don't hold this area of support, then you're probably going to come back down, and this is just a retracement as opposed to a continuation. So it really needed to hold 2074. It's not over yet. I mean, technically, you haven't closed the candle yet, or you could spawn in another green candle that takes us back into resistance. That would be the best case scenario. What you don't want to see is continuation of selling and then coming back down, because most likely, looking back, like we always say, this is a retracement. You are going to come back down at some point and retest 25 to 36 on the downside. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. I love saying that. Not financial advice, just my opinion. So I don't get sued. Not that anybody would sue me, but you never know. Does it mean anything if Chase has hedged against NMR? I believe they committed 500 million. Yeah, that's good. That means that eventually they should pump the price, right? I do need to run a node and a miner. No alt season, guys. It's just hype. Yeah, obviously. That's funny, man. Fartcoin loves you. Oh, hey, let's take a look at Fartcoin. We haven't looked at Fartcoin in a while. What's Fartcoin doing? Yeah, Fartcoin. At least you're actually stuck in resistance. Hey, Aloe, did you ever buy Fartcoin? Yeah, you're in resistance at 30.42, which is really what you want to see. And eventually a breakout, but it looks like you're just doing what Bitcoin's doing. You're like forming some sort of bear flag. You can't become a big YouTuber without haters. Yeah, I know. They're always haters. But I also don't want to see them, so like I just ban them from the channel. Nah, it's a good buy. I mean, it's a gamble play because you're actually consolidating in resistance right now, so you might actually go up to 71 cents. But no, I wouldn't buy it right now. You can't. Yeah, of course. I love haters, man. They're watching it. They're watching the ads too. I feel like you know, whether you're a hater or you're a follower, it's like I still get paid per like watch. So I welcome it. They say the same thing too. He literally says the same thing in Vision's live stream, which is really funny. Like he probably like lost all of his money actually, and like now he's like just toxic towards everyone. Butt coin to the moon. Is there actually a butt coin? Oh, wow. I mean, this thing's going to zero. It is a gamble play, though. I can't believe there's actually a butt coin. That's crazy. Butt coin. 10 million mark. Oh, no, sorry. This is actually the wrong. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, I mean, it's a gamble. It's like 100x back up to his all-time high. This thing was actually a 20 million market cap. Oh my god, this thing was a 20 million market cap. And it's sitting at 200,000. What a rug pull. Yeah, be careful with that coin, man. But even though Chase has a hedge against... Yeah, that doesn't matter. I mean... It really doesn't matter. They push the price down. It's literally called a shakeout. They would like push the price down just to get all of your coins like for as cheap as possible, and then they'll send it back up. The market makers are in complete control, especially on those kind of coins. Which is actually why I didn't want to sell my OXT, because I know OXT has a lot of big tech behind it and big capital behind it. So I think they're like just pushing the price down just to get everyone out before they pump the price and then get new investors to come in and then end up rugging them for the next 4 years. But I had to get out. I think Palantir was one of the big investors, right? Palantir? Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, not Palantir. Polychain Capital, Foundation Capital, Blockchain Capital, Sequoia Capital, which is big. Those are the big ones. But yeah, so it's just unfortunate that this actually went to zero, but I don't doubt that this thing comes back and it just goes to $1, which is unfortunate for me because I ended up selling at 6 cents. But then again, if I didn't, then I would have to hold that to 2 cents 20, and I'm glad I did. It would be epic that instead of banning or muting someone, you could just send them ads over. Dude, that would be so sick. I would make so much money. Be right back, bro. Sounds good. I mean, we're probably going to end the live stream soon. There's really nothing going on. Kel Gotham says, look at Beam, please. Oh, where's Dwayne Kelly? This is his coin. Yeah, let's take a look at Beam. Yeah, so Beam, you're just in the waiting room right now. You are waiting to break out. Keep in mind that you might just have a retracement instead of a breakout. So a retracement should send you to 2049.74, which is a really big move up, 60 to 140%. However, you could still come up, get stuck at resistance, validate this downtrend, come back down. A breakout of this area will invalidate the retracement theory, and you should go back up to 1 cent 40. Now, I think Beam is done circulating, right? The token unlocks. Yeah, so there's no more token unlocks until November 19th. So I do think that that eases selling pressure. So it does give you the opportunity to bottom out here, easing selling pressure. So we might be in for, we might get a little bull run for Beam up from, until January. So from November. So from January until November. So we might be getting a good move on Beam soon. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I'm still waiting to find it. You're still waiting to find an entry for Beam. This is it. You're not unlocking any more coins until November. So it's selling pressures ended. You're actually putting in a bottom. So this would theoretically be it. Bitcoin maxis are on X waking up, putting up Caspa in the S tier of crypto next to Bitcoin. Don't be late to the move. Jump on Caspa, everyone, quick. Caspa to the moon. Yeah, Caspa has a lot of upside potentials. Caspa has a lot of upside potential. I know that there's like a lot of YouTubers that talk about Caspa. I know there was one YouTuber that was always talking about Caspa at like 2 cents, and like before it had a monster move, so that guy got a 10x. And congratulations for him. But hey, buddy, or hey, lady, hi, what are you doing? Anyways, I think this is a very slow night. I think we had 20 people in here. Yeah, we had like 21 concurrent viewers, which isn't bad. It's pretty good. I guarantee you if Bitcoin was going up, we would not back down and didn't get smacked back down to 92,000 for whatever reason this sell-off was. We would probably have more people in here. So, do you think we are in a bear market? I think so. Maybe the bear market's already started, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think we're going to call it here. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for the super chats, the members, the subscribers. I really appreciate all of your support. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. Have a great night. Have a great day. I will be live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I hope to see you in tomorrow's live stream. Have a good day tomorrow, and I will catch you in